January 16, 2019, and this is a supplemental broadcast. It is a summarized version of UNIRock's longer stream where he laid out the facts in response to WeAreChange's Jason interviewing DeFango. Now, the only reason I am bringing you this clip from his longer broadcast is because I want my audience to know that despite the fact that I want nothing to do with Q, there are still people out there both promoting Q and making money off of Q, and that the Q phenomena is nothing more than a pyramid scheme. Uni has a much wider audience than I do and does a great job debunking all this stuff all by himself. He doesn't need my help, but I want my audience to hear the summarized version. And if you are a viewer of WeAreChange, if you are subscribed to them, I want you to know where there's crossover in the audience that this Q thing is nothing but a pyramid scheme. So let's hear what Uni has to say at the end of a stream where he laid out all the problems with the Discord server logs.
Okay, if you love me, please consider a PayPal donation. It would help immensely. Never donate to any YouTuber, though. If you can't get by yourself, having any problems, if you're not saving money at the end of the month, make sure you're saving yourself your nest egg before you ever donate to anyone online. You can join my channel next to the subscribe button. It really helps. There's a Streamlabs link in the About section so that you can support us for free by downloading one of the best recording programs, absolutely free, that you can use. Amazon links if you shop on Amazon. Patreon link if you use Patreon. And if you don't use any of that, Super Chat, but consider PayPal because it will keep me online more. Okay. That way I'll have a Red Bull or something. Okay. I'm just kidding. So here's the issue. WeAreChange was contacted by Titus. I'm going to sum it up and we're out. This is the ending. So yes, you guys asked for it to be over. It's over. I'm happy it's going to be over. So here's the truth. Wait. Much better. Titus Frost contacted WeAreChange, in my opinion, because he was approached by DeFango to do so, to try to start some more LARPing, start some more lying, tried to use the previously released Discord logs as a tool to dupe WeAreChange. Don't hate on WeAreChange, because Jason and Luke admittedly tell people that they had no idea about trip codes and what really happened, and they've been given a false premise that these Discord logs are unalterable. There's no problems with them. They are 100% real and confirmed. But that's the issue. What happened was QTubers tried to debunk them, and all they did was find one little thing that they could use and then run off with it. You get me? Instead of looking through the entire thing. And so it didn't really sit well with everybody. Now, back when these logs came out, I was fed up with reporting on this shit. I have already debunked Q with facts. I've proved who is posting on the 8chan board themselves, who the moderators are, why they're doing it, where they make their money, the Bitcoin addresses, the pay links, everything lead back to the same group of YouTubers who are pushing Q at the people, and I proved it months ago. That is what happened after they went to the first 4chan board. The first 4chan board was where there was this trending thing happening with a couple anonymous posts, so that a group of people stood up and said, damn, we could go take this to YouTube, we could take this to Reddit, and we can get it to go as a trend. We know who those people are. That's what we debunked. From the first 4chan board to today was what we proved. There still is a little bit of, you know, contestment, though, to the original thing, right at the beginning where those first posts originated. And there's a lot of reasons to believe that it's not even that those posts weren't even related to all of this. It just got, you know, thrown in there. A bunch of random 4chan posts get put together. Somebody notices that people are making a tizzy about it on 4chan, mostly because they start the tizzy themselves. And then just like with FBIanon, just like with all these other 4chan leakers, they try to, you know, get more clout behind it. And it worked. But anyway, Titus Frost contacts them, uses the false premise of these Discord logs, describes the Discord logs. Now, Titus and Defango both know what I just showed you about these logs. The first video that I showed you was a stream from Defango days after the logs came out. Now, Jason, if you don't think that Defango's lying, go to his September stream and watch him. Literally look at the Discord logs and see what I just showed. I just showed a few more examples of problems with the logs, things he knew about, which is verifiable proof he's lying to you because he didn't even bother to tell you the issues. The main thing here is that Jason and Luke believed them because Titus and Defango lied about those logs. And it's dirty, it's disgusting, but what can you expect? They lie about all kinds of shit. That's what they're known for. And I truly think that's why they're doing this. I said that earlier, but I'm going to leave them out of it. The problem is any big channel that's going to offer attention to these LARPers, they're going to descend upon it. They're going to use it to their benefit as much as possible. But really, who's being fucked over? WeAreChange is. Because you know what happened with many other people that they've worked with. They like teaming up with people. They like feeding those people information that's wrong, and it discredits the channel. They tried to do it to me with Pizzagate, but I debunked some of the things they gave me, and that's why they turned on me and flipped out like they did. Now, you can prove that also, because there is live-streamed proof of it. They loved me. They loved having me on their shows, talking to me. They wanted to come here and talk all the time. It all changed the day that I told them that a lot of the information that they were pushing was I just debunked it in a stream. So when WeAreChange realizes that this is fake, let's say they have them on tomorrow, or on Thursday. What is it? Is today Wednesday or is it Tuesday? I get confused when I'm sitting here looking at data all day. Tuesday. So they're supposed to have Microchip and Brower on Thursday. And I truly think that Microchip and Brower might still be able to pull up the logs, be on, and tell the truth. For all we know. But maybe they won't, maybe they will. We'll see on Thursday. But let's say on Thursday they let Defango come on and he gets to poison the well like he's doing. What he's going to do is get, maybe not a lot of the followers that watch WeAreChange, but a good significant amount will go and start watching him. And I guarantee you, the minute Jason realizes that he was lied to, because he will, it might take a week, might take a month, eventually he's going to look and see this stream or someone else's tweet or someone's email, and he's going to realize that they were lying. And he's going to get a hold of Defango and say, why the fuck did you come up in here and not tell me about your stream where you literally show the Discord logs are fucking problematic? Why didn't you tell me that when you came here so I could make a good decision about what to say when I went live, because you made me look dumb? And Defango is going to get pissed off at WeAreChange, and then he's going to start attacking WeAreChange on his own channel. But the problem is, after he goes on WeAreChange's backup channel and on the main channel of WeAreChange, their viewers are going to be watching Defango attack them. And he's going to use the same dirty tactics that he uses on everybody to attack WeAreChange. And he's definitely going to poison some of WeAreChange's viewers over this if that does happen. It's destined to happen because the facts are there that if they aren't using brand new information, not in a week, not where they have time to create new logs, not in a month where they have time, because I think that's what they did to Posobiec. I think Posobiec was told that they had all the info, and he set a date to do it, and they didn't have the info. They realized it was too hard to fake the log. I don't know. That's just a possibility, but God knows. In the end, though, what only matters is the truth. And the truth is those Discord logs are fucked. The very basic part of this is that if they want us to believe that they were in, and I'm talking to Defango, this is Microchip and Brower can handle themselves. They all have something outside of this. You get me? They all do their own thing. Brower, he doesn't even do internet, YouTube stuff, Twitter stuff for a living. He's got his own job, presence, thing that he does. Brower. And Microchip also. He is a hacker. Microchip really is. And I wouldn't be doubt if Brower was too, but I know Microchip is. My point is, they aren't dependent on this whole thing, and most likely have been talked into doing this by Titus and DeFango also. I don't know if it's money. I don't know what they would have done. I mean, who knows? Or for all I know, maybe Microchip and Brower just put out some funky logs to buy them time so that they could log in and show the proof to WeAreChange, and maybe that DeFango's just along for the ride. I don't know. But I'm not going to trust DeFango after what I heard him say literally on a stream with his own mouth less than a month and a half ago. And I'm not going to trust Titus when he's willing to lie to WeAreChange. When he's willing to tell WeAreChange, hey, I predicted that DeFango was Q. I told everybody that DeFango was Q. No, you didn't, Titus. You said that weeks after DeFango went around saying that he was Q originally. For God's sakes, he's not Q, man. You can't, fuck. Well, I mean, just the one thing that Joelbot just said completely debunks everything that DeFango said on that stage. Because either DeFango just didn't pay attention and doesn't know what he's talking about, or he's lying. But there's too many purposeful statements that contradict that stream that I watched on his channel, part of, where he's telling you that what really happened. You get me? That's the sum up. And if you want to know who Q is now, I mean, I can't describe every single piece of evidence, but it's there. I have a video. You can just type UNIRock QAnon into YouTube, and the first video that usually comes up is my video where I show the identity. On my main channel, I showed the true identity of Q. Okay? Now, it contains what I felt was the best evidence that I could show under an hour out of all the evidence. But there's a lot of things you can watch. You can watch where the people that I said were Q got busted 6 different times live posting on the Q board, recorded on the internet for you to watch. You can watch where I don't even want to try to explain it. I'd be sitting here for another hour, so I'm not going there. But the videos are there if you want to know who's posting now. I'll tell you who it is. The people that were interviewed on InfoWars in the beginning, Baruch the Scribe, Pamphlet, what happened, a quick sum up, and the evidence is there for it. I have too many videos explaining this, so this is the short version. As the trend grew, after they went on InfoWars, it exploded the Q trend. InfoWars is what made the Q trend. You can look in the Google trend data in that video to see for yourself. And Baruch the Scribe did not want to monetize Q. He was the one that was responsible for the Q post that said, anyone talking about Q should not make money off the movement at all. Okay? He's the one that was saying that. Pamphlet stabbed him in the back in January or at the end of December after InfoWars. Pamphlet formed a new team of people. You know who they are, the prominent YouTubers that talk Q. I'm not going to say all their names right here. You can figure it out very easily just by looking for yourself. And Pamphlet stabbed Baruch in the back by telling everybody. Now, Baruch is in Europe and Pamphlet's here. So while Baruch is asleep, he puts out posts and pushes a narrative on YouTube and the boards that the trip code was hacked and that people got in. He did this by releasing the password, okay? Since Baruch woke up, he tries to log into the Q account, realizes, holy fuck, I can't log in, what's going on? Pamphlet, it kicked Baruch out. I interviewed Baruch, I interviewed Pamphlet, I interviewed all the other little buddies that were in there with them. All of it is factual, admitted, and backed up. As it went on, the CBTS_stream crew, which involves several of the YouTubers that are on, that still talk about this shit. The YouTubers that would, the ones that won't accept any of the information that debunks Q, but yet tell you that they are geniuses and the best investigators ever. Yeah, those guys that are acting extremely illogical and only showing you the best information about it, they are the ones that are behind it. They do a lot of trickery and magic, but shit, just go. The only thing you even need to see to wake you up is the video of him being logged into the goddamn Q account and then accidentally showing it on his stream. That's all you need to see. Because if it would have been me that had that happen, you'd think I was Q and everyone out there would tell me that I'm fucking fooling everyone. If it would have been fucking anyone. See, that's how you prove something. We've got people trying to go around claiming they were Q when we really have video of the real people who are Q, logging in, posting posts, predicting the posts, literally saying, yeah, that bike, man, that's why Q said that about the bike. You know, that bike rack, it leads to Seth Rich because of this and that and this. And then, but Q never said anything about a bike rack. Then they go look at 8chan and realize, oops, when Pamphlet's wife posted it, she forgot to put the trip code in and it came out as anonymous. Well, then how, Pamphlet, if you're not Q, how did you have predetermined knowledge that Q was going to put that post out? You know, she just fudged up one of the password numbers. And when it put the post out, it put it out as an anonymous post. Pamphlet's just that good. You see, it's not that he's been posting his Q with all the other QTubers. It's not it. It's just that he can predict the post exactly word for word and what's in it. Even the picture that's in it. He's that good. That's what it is. Not that he is Q. Anyway. But there's the problem. This is how the internet is locked down. You see, the internet's locked down where these guys put on such a good act. They act like they are for, some of them act like they're for the children. Some of them act like they are, you know, hackers. Some of them act like they're fucking, they tell you they're all of these things while constantly showing everyone who they really are, even as much as saying it on their own stream. So why does that not have an effect? Because the majority of the community isn't waking themselves up. They're lulled to sleep by all of these complicated lies. Everything out there is too fucking simple. It's too easy. And it's only so overcomplicated because if they confuse you, you give up. You say, oh, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to stop ranting. I am tired of this boring subject. We'll see what happens Thursday. We'll see what new information, what new proof is there. You know, I'm kind of shocked, though, because I expected with this interview to see new proof. Literally, we were promised proof. See, this happens every single time that these guys do this. Now, I'm not talking about Brower and Microchip. I'm talking about DeFango and Titus. They're always promising absolute evidence that they prove everything, but they never do it. I'm thinking, and I'd love if, you know, someday I'm going to talk to Jason, and I'm going to ask him I just want one question. Why didn't you guys show the absolute proof that proved everything in that video? New Discord logs, you know, new why didn't they give you everything so that you were confident and that you didn't have to trust them? DeFango, I mean, and Titus. And I know what Jason's going to say. He's going to say something like, well, when we went to do it, they said, you know, we didn't bring it or there was some excuse why, so we just went ahead and did the video. I guarantee that's what Jason's going to say. I guarantee he's going to say there was some excuse why they couldn't bring evidence. They couldn't show it on the screen, that whatever. You know? Guarantee it. Okay, now I'm outie. I hope that's good enough to set the record straight. I appreciate everybody that watched. If anybody donated on PayPal, I love you long time. You know what? Let me check to see if anybody donated Super Chats or PayPals. Thank everybody.
So why am I bothering with this? Well, as I said in the beginning, there are still way too many people who are being deceived and ripped off by this group of people who have created a pyramid scheme. They all promote each other under the guise of this mysterious Q, who is allegedly a he, a she, or a team who are at President Trump's elbow all the time and are leaking information that President Trump wants the American people to know, but somehow, you know, the rest of the people in the government aren't smart enough to figure out what code he's talking about. Hogwash. This is nothing more than a pyramid scheme. It started out as somebody noticed a trend, as Uni told you, and these people are trend watchers. They know how to target an audience. They target elderly people who are on fixed incomes but are generous and kind and donate money to worthy causes. They target patriots, they target the MAGA crowd, and they target people who who are so used to watching TV and getting their news on TV that they don't know how to research something for themselves. As UNIRock pointed out to you, these people are trend watchers and they know how to target an audience, a vulnerable audience in some cases. And in the interest of full disclosure, I will remind my audience, for those who know and those who don't know, this will be full disclosure. At one point, UNIRock and I were researching this phenomena, and I was a member of his research team, his Discord server, and spent hours, days, weeks, months contributing where I could, and I came to conclusions that are different than his. Not much different. Most of my conclusions have to do with where the Q phenomena started. And if you're interested in that content, you can go to a playlist on Halieus Media's YouTube channel called The Unified Theory, and it is about how several phenomena from 2016, 2017 tied together. At the end of my series, I pretty much washed my hands of the whole thing and moved on. But with the exception of things like this, when people are hurt or duped or crimes are committed because of, in part, the influence of these people. Some heavy hitters in independent journalism have also weighed in and investigated and come to the same conclusion, that this is nothing more than a pyramid scheme. People like Jack Posobiec, who Uni mentioned, and also Lee Stranahan. The people who make a lot of money off of the Q followers, in other words, these Q pushers, took a financial hit when the independent journalists got involved and debunked them. And so they've branched out and they're now using new tactics. And you've just seen UNIRock expose one of them where they're targeting WeAreChange because WeAreChange has a huge audience. Another tactic I have seen is some of these people get themselves, what do we want to say, honored by becoming moderators on other people's channels. And they bring in their buddies, and their buddies start pushing the Q nonsense. And despite the warnings, these other channels get infested with Q propaganda. And even channels who don't seem to be promoting Q directly get caught up in it by saying, I don't know. I don't know about this stuff. You have to make up your own mind. But they never once call out any of the inconsistencies. And to me, it appears that they are doing a soft sell. In other words, they're promoting the Q agenda and probably making money off of people who would normally donate to any QTuber, but they're doing it without ever mentioning Q. The thing about this new tactic is it's almost impossible to prove. Well, that's all we have for you tonight. I know this broadcast isn't for everybody, but for me and the Shepherd, we hope you have a great night.